On this episode of Big's Build Hot Rods, we're going to tackle these windows, finish mounting the seat. I put the drive shaft in already, so that's going to be on this episode. And just tidying a couple little things up before we take this thing down the road. We might actually get to drive this thing in this video. I hope so. Check all the fluids. I'm gonna put some water in it for now until I get the regular manifolds. The headers until I can take the manifolds off and do the freeze plugs. So, yeah, let's get to it. See what we can get done. Well, started unbolting these manifolds, and as you can see, not one, not two, not three, but 4, and actually I think 5 of them broke, because this one broke just the tip of it. I think one of them here, pretty sure it did, maybe not. Yeah, see, that one's a hair shorter, but it may actually bolt back in. We may be alright with that one, but 4 of them on this side broke. The other side didn't break. They all unbolted. I don't have it all the way off, but they're loosened up. And come to find out, the Lakester style headers I wanted, they don't make a kit for this motor. So what I'm going to do, that's the ones I want on this. So what I'm going to do is buy a Lakester style kit for a Y block, which is kind of cheaper, and then just buy flanges for $4.72. They sell just the flanges and a bolt kit for I think like $30 on eBay. And what I'm going to do is just take them Y block ones, because they come in pieces anyway. You just put them where you want them, you cut them to fit, and I'm just going to build a set for this. So that's the plan on that. So what I'm going to do today, though, I'm going to try to heat these up and get them out. The 2 that's sticking out may not be too bad. The other 2, it's probably going to be a little harder. But the only good thing that happens on this is if you really have to, you can drill these all the way through. If you see, there's a back there. You can go all the way through them. So if it comes down to it, I can drill them all the way through and bolt and nut them, really, if you really want it. But drill them through and tap them or whatever you want to do. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to play with that, see if I can get them out. Hopefully my little torch will get them hot enough to get out, because I don't have no air and gas for my big torch. Might end up having to go get some. But we'll get back when we see if we can get some of these out. Alright, took these manifolds off. Not sure if I showed you guys that or not, but 4 out of the 8 on this side broke. I think I did show you, but anyway, I got them all drilled and retapped. Ran the tap through them all, cleaned them up. So this side is good to go now. Other side, none of them broke. So now I just got to get the headers and build the headers and do that. But I got that out of the way. I still got to do these freeze plugs. I really should do them, but they're not leaking. So I may not even do them. We'll see. I do have them, but if they ain't leaking, my daddy told me if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, I don't know. The one on the other side was leaking, but it doesn't seem to be leaking now. But anyway, that's where we are, and I'm gonna leave her right here until I get back at something else. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Probably windows. Alrighty. Alright, got the seat back in, mounted. Made a couple little brackets in the front to hold this bottom seat. The top I didn't mount because I got to be able to flip this thing forward to fuel us up. So I didn't mount it. It's just going to sit there. So, I mean, that's kind of is what it is with that. Ain't like you can really tell by looking at it. So, wouldn't really hurt to have a lower back, but I don't know that I'm skilled enough to cut that down. So, we're just gonna let her ride. And if I tuck it down behind this seat, then it's gonna push that seat farther forward, and I'm trying to get all the leg room I can here, so. And it don't fit bad right now. I mean, it's kind of comfortable for considering what it is. It's comfortable. So that's pretty much done. My windows got put off another day or so. I should pick them up today, tomorrow or the next day now. Even though they're done, me and him just couldn't link up to pick them up, so not a big deal. But oh, what is next? Yeah. I think the windows and we're getting close, man. About it. All right, we got the front windshield for this. The back windshield, God, didn't cut yet. I thought it was done, but it wasn't. So we got this front one anyway. And we're gonna try to hang it in here. I ain't exactly remembering how it all went, but we'll figure it out. It's been a while. I do know that these rods went on here. So let me get them on. Hopefully we can get it to set here without it breaking more than it is. It already has a little crack in the corner. I mean, I don't know how that happened, but I ain't really worried about it. It is what it is. Not that big of a deal. Guess that light ain't plugged up. Can't remember what I did with the screws for this either. I'm gonna have to find them. Leave that a little bit loose so we can move it in and out. They just have little arms that goes down on here and hooks over the slider, and it's got these wing nuts. They're the factory deals. Then it has like a piano hinge at the top. Let me plug this up. Get us a little light going. See if I can moon y'all. Probably did. Because fat man with no butt, crack's always hanging out. Alrighty. So I don't remember where the screws go. Are they? Not there. Okay, there's it straight up, the screws do. I gotta find these screws. I think I put them in a paint cap somewhere. It's supposed to get to like 59 today, but it don't feel like it. Okay. Boy, that's gonna be fun. Let me turn you guys off here and I'll be back when I find these screws. Alright, I got the windshield in. I didn't video that because man was it a struggle with these little screws, and the original screws, the hose was just wired out, so I ended up using these little self-tapper pin heads. They worked great actually. A little easier to get in. Loosen this up. Go around, loosen the other one up. Let's see if this thing's shut, because I haven't even shut it yet. Oh yeah. Let me try to set this down here a minute. Yeah, you guys can see from there. Tighten the little wing nuts. Ain't quite all the way in. Hanging out just a little. Let me see if this side's holding it up. Yeah. That side's in. Let me go back to the other side and push her in. Don't get me wrong, it ain't gonna be airtight by any means, but you know, this ain't no wintertime rod anyway. Looks like that's about all it's getting. But it's a windshield, so that's what we got. We now have a windshield. Now when he gets the back window done, we'll be doing something. I'm going to try to do the back side windows. At least I'm not too much worried about the doors, but the back side windows actually roll down on this car. I don't know if you can see this or not. It's this side that has the mechanism in it still. Yeah, you really can't see it though. Here's the window crank right here. This here is the window crank for the back window. There you go, see the thing coming up? So yeah, it actually is a crank window. I don't think I'm going to make them crank anymore. I think I'm just going to make them fixed. And that way, nobody's ever getting back there to roll that window down. So, I think that's what I'm going to do, is make them fixed. I have already cut all the garnish molding down for all the doors, back window too. So I think that's what we're going to do with that. I have one of these originals, which would be too tall now, and I have one door original window, which is 4 inches too tall. And you can't just roll it down more because of this corner. It won't work. You got to cut the 4 inches off the top of it to do it. So I'll probably use them as a pattern when I ever do these, and just take and get him to cut me 2 door ones, and I'll probably do the back ones myself. Maybe I might even do them out of just plexiglass. We'll see. We will see. But that's where we are right now. Like I said, we have a windshield, so that's a plus. We'll be back when I see what else I'm going to do here. Well, the original side window actually fits. That's a cord you're seeing through there. That ain't a brake. I thought it was too for a second. That's the cord for the light. But you don't have to cut these down because they just kind of go in, and I just left it. Let me go around and I'll show you. If you leave it like it's kind of rolled down, which I don't have the track on that side at all. Turn this light on. There you go. See, it's just the block's there, but it ain't. I got screws holding it up. And I'll glue it in that top edge and then around the sides, and then put the garnish mold back on. And it'll be good. I really doesn't even have to have the inside garnish molding, really. And I'll just duplicate that one for this side. Let's see if you see now with the light. This has all the other stuff in it still. Not exactly sure. Guess I'll have to take all that out to get the window in. But yeah, it'll work. Here I am blocking you guys with the light like a ding dong. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll just duplicate that for the back side, and we'll have some windows for the back. That way it looks a little more finished. Cool. So, I got my piece of plexiglass in for this back quarter window. That's what I'm going to use there. Now I got to dig all this broken glass out of this track so I can glue it in there. Just make it a little easier to mount back. And I mean, like I said, they did roll up and down. But the one on the other side, I just fixed it permanent. I don't really need them to go up and down. I'll glue that when I'm done making sure that this one here fit, and I'll glue them both in the upper track and the bottom. And probably had to do some kind of trim around the edges, which I have some. I'm supposed to pick up the back window today, now. So we will see. That's the last thing holding us up on windows, because I'm not doing door windows right at this moment. I might do them, I don't know. Not right now. I have one that needs to be cut down 4 inches, and I need to make one more. So we'll go from there and see. Bled the brakes up. I did have one leak on this front line going to this passenger wheel. Not sure I fixed it. I haven't seen no fluid yet, but it went to this T right here. So we will see. I did notice that the brake pedal is kind of close to the floor. So I think what I'm going to do is extend the pedal up a little farther. I think the way I mounted it this time, it just don't have enough travel. Because I bled all the air out. There's no air in the lines. It's just not real hard. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now, I'm going to dig this glass out and try to cut this plexiglass down to size, and we'll go from there. All right, both backside windows are in. I put the garnish mold on this side. I haven't done it on that side. But they're all glued in. That one's glued in. This one here actually is just back in with the window crank. So that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do. And like I said, I'm going to pick up the back window. And then when that's done, that's going to be about the end of this one. We're real close to just driving this thing now. I'm going to wait on the manifolds for a little bit, or the headers I'm going to build. Other than that, she'll be done. Look, I even put the tag back on. No, I don't live in Vermont. And yes, it's legal. Well, tried to cut this original window down to 4 inches, and as you can see, I totally tooched that one. I have never had luck by cutting windows. I bought this little glass cutter set, and I'm sure it's a cheap one. And I did the oil and I did the whole deal like it said, and I used this straight edge to scar it on both sides. And when I went to pop it off, it did this crap. This side looked great, look. I don't know if I didn't score it enough, but like the first 8 inches was pretty good. And then all of this looks like crap. So I'm not saving that window, I guess. Guess I'm gonna get, because I was gonna go ahead and do the door window and then get one made. And now I might as well just get both door windows made. It is just flat glass. And let me see the length of it. Get my finger out y'all's way here. It's only 12 inches. So if I did 12 inches by 25 and a half, 2 of them, that's all I would need. Like I said, it's just flat glass. So yeah, that didn't work. So back to the drawing board. Yep. One of these days I might figure out how to go and do that. I just can't quite figure it out. I don't know. I've tried twice. I tried to do the original windshield that I had a long time ago, which it was already cracked, and it did the same thing. It just kind of blew out the corner on me. And I mean, it could be this glass cutter. I mean, I'm sure it's a cheap one because I'm tight, you know. I'm sure it was an Amazon jobby, but I don't know. But until I get the back window, I'm going in for the night. I'm done. I'm a little aggravated. Alrighty, see you later. Alright, picked up my back window. It's my pattern. There's the back window. You see how small the window is. So we're gonna see if it's gonna fit. I mean, it should because the pattern was in there. See what, how hard it's gonna be to get in there and glue this thing. Because we can't be out here and do it. But that's where it was. It fit there. Still fits good, touching everywhere. Yeah. So I'm thinking I can just glue this thing in. That's my plan. And then put the garnish mold up against it and it'll hold it. And we'll be all good. Hopefully. I'll keep this pattern in case something gets broke or something. But you can see got a ledge right around there that we can glue to all the way around, I think. And then, like I said, the garnish mold is set right in there. It should work. Should work. My finger in you guys' face the whole time. Yeah. So that's what we'll do. The getting in there and holding it in is gonna be the fun part. So let me get set up for that and we'll see what we can do. Alright, we got this prepped. Got the window, whatever it's called, window tar like stuff. Put on there. And we're just gonna go from there. See if I can get it in without breaking it. And see what happens. Without getting it all over, it will be a plus too. We'll see. I think I might have one of them window suction cups. Let me look around for that. Let me just see. Okay. Got the back window in. Made a little bit of a mess. But, you know, you'll have that. where they say you'll have that on them big jobs. Well, this is a little job, a little window. But I can't just wipe it off because it just makes a mess. I tried that. Look right here. It just makes a mess. I'm gonna have to wait till it dries. And you can see where I got stuff on it. But it'll be all right. It's sealed up good. I'll take a razor knife and clean that off when I'm done. But other than the door windows, the windows are done. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get these two made for the doors. That way the windows will be completely done on this thing. Yeah. I just put some trans fluid in it. I got stuff all over me. That stuff is so hard to mess with without getting dirty. But it's coming around, man. Back got windows, and you know that's a big part of a chopped top is windows. And as of right now, all the windows that are important are done. And then, like I said, I'll do these two door windows, which they're just flat glass, won't be no big deal. So, yeah, I'm probably might take this thing up the road tomorrow. Do it when my son's home from work. That way, if I break down, he can come rescue me. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it right here. And once that glue or whatever tar stuff dries up, I'll cut that off the window and clean the windows real good. And we will go from there. See where we get. But yeah, it's coming around. All right, she's on the ground, filled up with trans fluid. I didn't do the door windows yet, but I got them. We're gonna pull this thing out of the garage for the first time. Take it for a ride. Hang out with me. On this little section of video, it was recorded with a Troy Sturgill Pinecone phone, so don't mind the quality. Them Android guys, they're a little strange. Alright, got my door windows. I already got the tracks glued on them. Put this little rubber guard on them to go up and down this channel, just to keep it from clanking, and maybe I don't want it to break the glass like it did before, because that's what happened to the Passioner when it broke it by just simply shutting the door. Oh, I don't want it to do that again. So let me get this old piece out of here. So yeah, we'll see if I can get this thing jammed down in here. Got the window crank arm up here, so we'll just see how far we can get on it. Let me see what I can do here. Well, there's one end. You kind of got to help it rolling it up and down, but it does roll up and down, and it just kind of gets a little, you know, don't really try to roll straight is what it is. Kind of gotta help it out a little. Kind of hard to do it one-handed too. But it does roll down and it does roll up. It's just, you got to play with it. Like I said, you can't really do it one-handed too good. Put my hand down on this side. Kind of got to put pressure down on this front side or it kind of binds. I don't, you know. One part of that is because it don't have the right door rubbers in this thing. And Lord knows if you can even get them, really. Let's see what that does. Let me just, you guys get the drift out. You can't do it one-handed, but you've seen it up and you've seen it down. So it goes up and down. Let me get on this other side and do it now. This passenger side has been a struggle. I think this is a little bit out of shape. I kind of tried to straighten it up. I haven't successfully got it down in there yet. Where, well, I had it in, but it pops off this. So that's why I bent the track on the other deal. So now I'm going to try this again and see what happens. I don't know. I even tried bending that arm with the little wheel on it, seeing if that was it, but I don't know what I'm doing here. So I'll be back with you when I try to get this in. I can't really show this, so I'll show you when I get it in or when I break it, whatever happens. Well, after an hour later, I got this window in. And it goes up and down, but man, it's a struggle. This thing does not roll up and down great. It's, I mean, I believe most of it is because I don't have the right window rubbers, or it has really no window rubbers in it in here and here. I think that's the biggest part of it. I did put some grease in there. See, it kind of tries to come down crooked. And that, I think that's the big reason in there. Can't do it one-handed at all. But you guys just have to take my word for it. It goes up and down. It's just a struggle. You ain't gonna roll it down riding down the road probably. You gotta almost get out and help it down. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a 1929. What do you expect? So I think that's going to be the end of this video. I got these windows done. Like I said, I greased the tracks on them. I got to grease this track. I didn't grease this one, but I'll do that off camera. You guys don't need to see that. This one actually works better than that side, and this has no grease. But out of WD'd everything, or actually PB blastered it. But yeah, that's going to be the end of it. We'll probably do another video later about the headers, and probably ain't gonna be happy. But I didn't buy the Lakester style headers that I wanted, and I'm probably not gonna be happy either. I just bought regular headers for now. I think I'm just gonna do some, well, they're like hugger headers kinda. I'm gonna drop some exhaust down under and run some pipes out in front of the tires for right now. And then maybe later I'll do the Lakester style, or maybe someone else will do it. Depends if I keep this thing or not. Next, I got to get some tires on this thing, because ain't none of them wants to hold air. So, and I think I'm probably going to go a little bit different. Well, I have set aluminum slots. You guys put in the comments, what do you like better? Krager's or aluminum slots? I have a set of aluminum slots that I can bolt right on this thing. And I mean, I gotta get tires either way, but you know, whatever. So yeah, next I'm gonna clean this thing up a little bit, get it ready for cruising. I may do a video. I got this Pappy's patina that I've had, or the white bone clear. I've had it, I don't know, a year in the house. The wife would really like it out of the living room. So I might do that before cruising too. Do this wipe on clear, see how it works. Clean it up, put some tires on it, and then drive this thing. I'm just gonna drive it. So till next time, like, share, subscribe, and get out there and have fun with your junk, man. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Look at this thing. Just have fun. It is what it is. See ya.